pretty good
How
start.
did that
Cade,
feel?
how you feeling?
I feel good. Just, it's fun to win. It's just a great feeling when you just, when you go win a game like that. So just really proud of these guys and, definitely a fun locker room. Having your first win as a team, it's a new team. So having your first win as a team, is always super fun. So it was awesome.
So you take us through that first touchdown to Wesco. It seemed like the safety was starting to roll to the middle. But you just got the sense that he wasn't going to be able to get there with Wesco going.
Yeah, it was a pretty unique coverage. What they did was they pretty much clouded it, and then their nickel Sam actually to the field ended up trying to come all the way back to play the middle safety. And I kind of saw it pre-snap that they were trying to get to a three-high structure, so I just tried to keep him to the field as long as I can. And then just, Bryant read it great and, took a high angle, and it's perfect.
Did you have an idea going into the game that might be the look you get?
No, we actually hadn't seen that look before. They had never given it, but, I think just, our coaches do a great job of, preparing us all week for whatever can happen. And, our defense also does a great job. That's just, that's kind of kudos to, our coaches and our defense for preparing me to see a random look like that. At the end of the day, you can prepare all you want, but you got to go react. So, to kind of feel that and sense that was pretty cool.
How did it feel to open this offense up, throw downfield, throw across the middle, things that we've heard about, and then see it in game 2 and see it work like it did?
Oh yeah, I mean it's it's electric. It's what we've been doing all fall camp, and obviously just got to go do that now, and it was just it was really fun. It's fun to kind of let that ball fly, and we've got a lot of dudes that can go do it. So we've got the front to go protect, and but what's the biggest challenge is when we can air it out like that and still have a running back that can average 10 yards a carry like you did tonight. So that's what's really exciting.
How much did you guys need a performance like this coming off that Georgia game?
We never flinched the whole week. We came back hungry, and this team's been through a lot last year, and we've learned how to respond through that. It was a perfect way to respond.
Last week was a tale of two halves. This showed us a tale of 2 weeks. I mean, just talk about, kind of mentioned it just now, the quick turnaround, the really good, talented App State squad, the running had a good game.
Yeah.
Defense just showed a lot of packages, and just how'd y'all just keep together as the game went on?
Yeah, I mean, App State is, they're a really good football team, and you bring a team like that in here, it's not an easy win. So to go play like we did tonight, just really proud of our guys, and just kind of let loose and went and played, and it was great. But just to play 4 halves was really the best part. To play full 4 quarters. 4 quarters. It was awesome. From the first play to the last one. So just really proud of how. Really proud of CV. Just really encouraged him. Hey, it doesn't matter who's in there. We got a job to do, and he went and balled out. And I think it was like 7 for 11. Obviously, a great rushing touchdown, and used his legs really well. But was great with his reads, and you never forget your first touchdown in Death Valley. So it's really excited for him. I was really, and then got to see old Paulie T in there at the end. It was pretty awesome. Coach Paul.
How about just the performance of the O-line, getting time to talk to those deep throws to Wesco and more? Just couldn't go any better.
Yeah, I mean, it's back-to-back great weeks from them that I'm just really proud of them. And, Coach Luke does an amazing job getting them ready every week, but that group is just so tight. I've got a great relationship with all of them, and just really proud of them. Really proud of them. They've been working their tail off.
What do you think allowed this offense to have the explosive play, big play after big play after big play? What do you think allowed that to happen? It hasn't happened a whole lot, even going back to last year.
All 11 guys doing their job. That's what is great about the game of football. You can't have 1 or 2 guys or even 9 or 10 guys doing their job. You have to have all 11 guys doing their job every single play in order to be great. And last week we didn't have that. It was maybe 1 or 2 guys that weren't quite doing their job or weren't quite doing it the best that they can. And I was one of those I might have been the one, last week, and but that's why it's the greatest team sport on earth. Is you truly need all of the guys in perfect sync. And tonight we were all in perfect sync, and it was awesome.
Cade, Brenny had a great one-handed catch last week in Atlanta. How about the game he had, the 900 yards, 2 scores?
Yeah. I didn't even notice one-hander until I went back and watched it on Sunday, to be honest. But yeah, just Brenny, he can do so much, and just really proud of him. Just he played great tonight. Have a tight end, have an 100-yard game. That's a big deal. And I kind of said it earlier. I know it was in front of you all, but I thought the best part of tonight was how we got to spread the ball around. You have Bryant. Tyler just tweaked it early, but then Troy got in there a little bit, and then TJ Moore, Antonio Williams, Jake, and then Cole, incredible game, and then Josh had one big down the sideline, but just to be able to spread the ball around like that, it's great. It's awesome because defense can't just double team Antonio. If you're looking at last week, right? So we've got guys all over that can really do it, and are locked in on what we want. So
you said winning is fun, but this was not just to win a record-setting offensive performance. Do you think this sent a message about your offense?
I think it sent a message to our own team. I think more than anything, it just built us up with confidence, and I think we all thought we could go do it, and to actually go do it is it's awesome. It's awesome. So to really put that hard work and that practice confidence into real life, into game confidence is awesome.
Do you think you've ever had a half that good at like 378 yards and 24-20?
No, I don't think I have. That was I got to the half, and Coach Sweeney said that at halftime, and I don't know if I'm just so locked in, but I thought I only had like 4 or 5 touchdowns. Because I'm not looking up at the scoreboard. I mean, I'm just focused on the next play, and I'm not looking at the yards or anything. I didn't realize my percentage either. I didn't realize that. But that's just how it is. Like, you're just so locked in the game, and that's just not me though. Like that's not just because of me. I mean, no sacks, no pressures. Like guys making tough catches, running great routes. Phil making the backers have to close in the box to create more opportunities. Like that's all 11 guys working in sync. And I think that's what can happen when our offense is really rolling.
How cool was it seeing CB coming into the game and lead the offense the way he did?
Yeah, just really proud of him for the way he's just grown since he got here last year, and I mean he's gotten better every single kind of semester. So just really proud of the way that he's really grown, and he really got to go show it tonight. Just really happy for him. It was awesome.
Was there any major differences in game plan tonight, or was it maybe more execution than
definitely execution. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that it's really much difference. I thought we matched up really well against both teams we played, and I've loved our game plan for both teams. But yeah, just execution. Yeah.
Did you try to come out and did you have some focus on wanting to spread the ball around a little bit more, or was that just kind of how the game played out?
Just kind of how the game played out. Yeah, just kind of how it is.
I know you talked before the year, but Bryant Wesco was a guy that maybe people weren't talking about being that guy. Was just his speed, just kind of how he can go vertical. What was it about him that made you think about that?
I mean, I can't really think of anything that he's bad at. I mean, he's just tonight you got to see his vertical speed, but he can really do it all. So, yeah.
Bryant Wesco.
Kate, why we sit here so even keeled? Was this extra fun? Did it feel different?
Yeah,
Did
I mean,
you let yourself enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was really fun. You kind of finish a game like that, and just it's fun to kind of just whoop up on somebody again. It's fun. It's just go dominate. Put all the hard work you've been working for all freaking year. And just go unleash. Like that was my word for the guys. Let's just go unleash, and we did it. But yeah, it's fun, and you just, in terms of me just kind of staying even-headed, I saw a thing the other day, and it was like, if I have 50 people text me after this game, I only had 4 people text me last week, right? So it's just the fact that, like, you got to keep your tight circle, and not let anything else happen, because it's a great team we played tonight, but we got to move on. And it was a great game, but that we can't let the outside noise really affect us, in the good or the bad, right? So in the bad last week didn't let us affect us, and the good this week can't let us affect us. So.
Kind of on that note,
Glad you let yourself enjoy it.
had to be a long week for y'all. And Coach Swinney could have scheduled an even easier opponent than App State. I mean, App State is no slouch, right?
Oh, yeah.
Could have scheduled an FCS game for that opener instead of #1 Georgia, but instead it exposed some things and helps y'all get better. I mean, is that important, especially going into a bye week? Like you said, keep you guys level-headed.
Sorry, can you just?
Is it important to have had those weaknesses exposed by
Yeah.
Georgia?
Oh, yeah.
Going into a bye week instead of having 2 blowout wins to start the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I kind of said it on Wednesday, but I felt more confident after watching the tape than I did before the game, because we have the guys. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot, and tonight you kind of got to see we have the guys. We got it. We got everybody we need. So I agree. Coach Sweeney's made a great point to us. It's like, hey, in order to go play the #1 team in the country, sometimes you got to work all year long to ever even have an opportunity like that and have a atmosphere like that and the emotion of that. But we kind of got it for free in week 1, and obviously it didn't go the way we wanted, but we still learned so much from that in an environment that a lot of us haven't been in. So.
Earlier this week, you mentioned advice that you got that you don't have to win games, you just have to go out there and manage them.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you went out there and managed this game, or did you go win it?
I feel like I went out and managed it. I didn't feel like I went out and did something extraordinary, in my opinion. Like, I stayed in the system, and the system worked incredible. That's just kind of how it was. And I don't feel like I, made some, crazy left to right hash scramble, back pylon, incredible, whatever play, Johnny Manziel looking thing. Like, I really just stayed in the system and read my reads, and that's how it was. Like, and big plays happen when you trust it. So, yeah.
Cade, you broke a bunch of program records this game, as I'm sure you already know, with the points scored in the first quarter. But did you know that you also are the first player in 25 years to put up those stats across college football? 5+ touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 90% completion rate, first since 1999.
I did not.
How does that make you feel?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but
just gotta stay level-headed.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the stats. And at the end of the day, like, I could have, thrown whatever, but as long as we get the win, we get the win. And I went out and played my best game today, and I hope that we can kind of mimic that the best we can all year. But obviously, it's an exciting thing to look back on that. And definitely a pretty cool deal. But like I said, like, it takes all 11 of us, and I can't do anything like that without them. So.
Okay, with 2 extremes in week 1 and week 2, how do you, as a leader of this team, keep your guys level heading into, week 3 after the bye?
Yeah, I mean, it really starts with next week, just treating like a game week, really. And I don't think we did that last year. In terms of our mentality. So when we show up on Mondays, showing up like we have a game in 5 days, I think that's really big. But after a loss, it's just you got to just close everything out, right? Just truly stay in on the people in that building and the guys that you're truly playing with and the coaches you're listening to. So it's the same thing right now. It's going to be a lot of people, talking good about us and talking good about our offense and whatever, but they weren't saying that last week. So, like, we can't listen to that, whatever it is, because at the end of the day, it's about going to get better, and we still got stuff we got to get better at, and showing up on Monday ready to get better, right? We got a long season ahead of us, and we want to just keep getting better, and, it's definitely just a huge confidence builder for a lot of guys on our offense right now. So.
Got time for about 2 more for me.
You're talking about one of the coaches before the season telling you they didn't need you to win the game, they just need you to manage them.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
really just staying in the system, right? Like we have just staying in our reads and staying in what we do. Really, the way I approach practice is more like a game than I've ever had. Like I feel like such a peace when I play a game right now. Like it didn't matter like if we were in Georgia or 85,000 people out here today. Like I truly treat every practice like a game. Like every game rep I get. And, like, I hope the coaches can say that about me, too, because I've just treated it so differently than I ever have. So when I step on the field, it's like I'm just calm. So I think, like, you know, it just kind of comes down to my preparation. So.
Take one more for Cade.
Have you scored 7 touchdowns in a game before? Do you remember the last time you did that? High school, maybe, for the bat?
Maybe, like, my senior year of high school. But, yeah, doing that in college is pretty cool.
All right, Cade. Thank you, brother.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Cade.
guys.
Thanks, Cade.